Is SaaS or software as a service event tech the answer to an engaging and personalized experience? Introducing EaaS, or Everything as a Service. The speakers on this will be Yusno Yunos from Evenesis, with Anselm Anthony from Definitive Solutions Network, moderated by Latiff from Beta
Hi,
Foundation.
everyone. This is Lilyana from Beta Foundation. I'll be moderating an interesting topic. It's called Is SaaS event technology the answer to engaging and personalized experience? Or in introducing experience as a service, right? Today I have two very handsome guests. We've got Yusno, which is the CEO and founder of Evenesis. And we have Anselm Anthony from Definitive Solution Network. Hi. And today we'll be discussing about how is experience can be turned into a service in order for you to run a better program or event for your customers. So let's just, get things into perspective first. What is a SaaS event technology? Yusno, can you help define and give some examples of common features that you would see, and how do you tie those features towards creating an engaging and personalized experience? What are some of the traditional stuff that you normally see already?
Sure, Lily. So SaaS, or software as a service, in the event technology space, basically covers solutions that are developed and provided on a subscription basis. So this is very, very different than how it was traditionally done last time, where people sell it over a license or they acquire it straight away. So in Evenesis, what we do is we have an end-to-end solution from registration to on the day of the event to post. So these are the solutions that our customers can subscribe either on a pay-per-use or on an annual subscription mode. So this is very, very interesting because we help them to automate a lot of these manual processes. If you look at how they do things previously, where we do a lot of manual paper registrations.
Right.
So so all of these things are now being automated, they are being integrated. So systems are talking to each other, and all of these are affordable, meaning that they are basically being sold at a very affordable fee rather than developing the entire thing from scratch. So this is what basically SaaS event tech is all about. And what we are seeing right now is we want to move SaaS and making it more engaging and more personalized.
Okay, so I like that word personalized. And just before this chat, we were talking about experience as a service. I was just reading up this article from the European Commission, and basically in a lot of industries in Europe, they're turning to basically everything as a service. So XaaS, right? So if X is experience and experience can be given as a service, can you describe what that could mean and how should it work?
Sure, but first, I mean, I've heard about SaaS or everything as a service before.
Yeah.
To me, we're just tired of a lot of these terminologies: PaaS, SaaS, IaaS, EaaS.
Correct.
So most probably they just came up with SaaS. Everything is a service nowadays,
Everything
right?
is a service, yeah. Even going to space.
Exactly.
Right.
So to come back to your question is whether SaaS event technologies is sufficient to provide this engaging and personalized service. To us in Evenesis, we believe that we need to have more, right? And this more comes in the form of EaaS, or experience as a service. So experience comes on two angles. So this is something that we've developed recently in what we call QVET, or Quadrant of Virtual Event Tech Engagement. So this is where you are seeing so many different variety of virtual technology that we currently have. And then we plot it on these 4 quadrants where you are seeing which are the ones that can be really engaging and can be highly customized or personalized. And these are the stuff that would give an edge to your event, to make them more purposeful, to make them more recurring, especially as an event planner, organizer, or brand owner, or even a campaign that you are running out there. You want it to be recurring, right? Because you want to see a lot of returns by utilizing this technology. So this is what we see as the next sort of like solution that we should be looking at. Rather than just SaaS, you have to combine it with the better experience as a service.
Yeah. You guys should take a screenshot of this right now, because I never knew there were all these different modules and aspects of running virtual events. There's new words now like metaverse and holograms. That's going to be really quite interesting to see in the future. So Anselm, right? You've used Evenesis as a platform and its additional services. What are some of the unique experiences that Evenesis offer that made it easier for you to run your events or programs and help you to engage with your own customers?
So basically, Evenesis, we use them a lot for their registration management system. That system is very easy to use. We use it very often with multiple clients. We do multiple events together and doing it simultaneously with different at the same time, and with their QR code scanning at entrance,
Right.
For the registration. These are all the key factors. And their support and the flexibility of making changes to the platform or whatever that we need. They are very accommodating to whatever we want to do. So especially even with the team, that Yus and his team, I tell you, is fantastic. The support they give us, like Anita, Shah, Nazrin, Kugan, these guys really support us throughout this thing, and they never say no. So whatever that's for, yes, okay, let's see how we can do it for you. So this is one of the key factors.
So I guess it's not just about the technology, but also about the people behind the technology.
The service that they give us is fantastic.
Exactly. I can vouch for that. I've used Evenesis before many times in a lot of my past events also. But having said that, right, you're obviously not just a customer, you're a customer that provides a lot of ideas to Evenesis. Like in the past, I would do that also with the Evenesis team. If you could co-create a feature with your event partner, right, in helping to engage with your customers, what would that feature be?
So one of the products that Evenesis has is this facial recognition software program for registration. So you do registration which is online. You get everybody registered online with uploading their photo and everything. So on the day of the event, post-COVID, that we're going to have physical events, people just walk through a gantry. They just walk through, no physical contact with anybody, and eventually at the end of the walkway, their name tags are printed. They just pick it up and they go. And then from there, they just go to the room, scan it, boom, they're in the room. So this is something fantastic, which is going to, I think, be a great thing to have in the future.
Oh, I so agree. I used to run events that had 700, 800 people. I need, a whole bunch of people just to help out with registration, especially if you want to do it within half an hour or something like that. It's a very manual and taxing process to verify people to go into a hall. And when you were talking about that gantry, I had a similar experience in China, and it was the world's largest international expo, and 200,000 people every day, but it was a seamless process. I just stood in line and went through a gantry. They recognized my face based on the passport photo that I sent earlier during the registration. And at the end of it, I picked up my tag, and it was so nice to see my face and my name and where I'm from right there at the gantry. So, and because of that, I remember that experience very well.
So that itself, Lily, is actually an experience that you remember, right?
Exactly. And I don't see it here in Malaysia that often, but I think it'll be more common as the technology becomes cheaper and more readily available, right? And I think somebody also suggested if you could use cameras, you could also read people's faces these days and see whether people are enjoying the event or are they bored at the event. Do you think that's going to happen anytime soon, Yusno?
Oh yeah, actually we have already done it even pre-COVID. So when we first launched the facial recognition, actually with the advancement of AI and machine learning, right? All of these things can be done in real time.
Right.
So any clients that wishes to actually detect the emotions live, we could actually have a screen and then really identify the spaces and then do an aggregation of emotions results, you see. So you can see in general, people are happy or sad, they are bored.
Yeah. So you can actually create an index of the sentiment, you know, at 8 o'clock in the morning, at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, at 5. And it's so important because as organizers, right, and Anselm, I guess you know this also, we want to make sure that you know, we can change the tune and the pace and the energy of the event as long as we got information about it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So cool. Okay. Now coming back to you know, new stuff like augmented and virtual reality, or this term metaverse. What is that? I haven't heard of it. Do you think it'll be more commonplace? Do you think it's the prices are going to go down for things like augmented and virtual reality? And explain a little bit about this metaverse so that we know that these are features that we can ask from you in the future.
good question. Actually, right now I'm very pumped up with the potential of metaverse, but it will take another 1 to 2 hours to really.
Is it like Roblox? It's not like Roblox, right?
It is actually part of Roblox being put into an event sort of like environment. Right. So what we are seeing right now is a lot of people are moving towards AR, VR, and XR. And in fact, I think last December, we actually did the first virtual reality event with another organization that basically, but we encountered many challenges, not just on the pricing factor, because when you have all of this technology, you require a lot of hardwares as well, and hardwares are not cheap. Yeah. So you need the VR gears, headsets, those kind of things. And until the price is going to go down, then only we can start seeing more of the events actually adopting this technology. So for me to talk about metaverse, what it is all about, basically imagine Roblox, or you can imagine Radio 1 Player. So it is just a combination of digital, physical, and then putting AR, virtual reality, and then putting in the economic factors as well. Because right now, what you're not able to do in VR is you can simulate the real world experience, but you actually cannot transact. You actually cannot actually buy things. Of course, you could add on some e-commerce elements, those kind of things, but
you take it out, right? From that.
Exactly. So once you are able to combine all of that elements in one digital and physical space, then the metaverse will be complete. So this is something that you guys can just simply Google. Facebook is going to be a metaverse company by 2030. So, I mean, Korea is really going to go big about this year as well.
Wow, I can dress up my avatar as Blackpink. Look hot to that event. I mean, it sounds great, but you know, coming back, it's not just about the online events. It's also bringing back experience and you know, honest to goodness engagement to physical events in a safe environment, because post COVID, you know, people are going to be worried about security, their health, right? So I see a lot of these new, I think, products and innovation will come to events even, and whether you like it or not, events is still a great method for promoting products and services of customers. So, you know, if there were, you know, the top 3 outlook for experiences, you know, what do you think people like Evenesis will have to offer to you? Your ideas.
So basically, the top 3 things I would say is AI. AI is one of the things that we have to really engage in the current market. And interaction with the metaverse, that's going to be one of the things also. And gamification with virtual reality. So gamification of the whole thing, you know, the engagement of the people. Like now, everybody is actually... one of the key things, they want to get engaged, you know, engage whoever's attending the event. So the gamification will help this.
It's not just a case of giving out free t-shirts, right? Yes. Answer this quiz, you get a free t-shirt. That works all the time. So, Yusno, you know, what are your top 3 outlook for experience as a service? I know you have a lot of ideas, you know, give me your top 3.
First, definitely technology. So technology has to be the base for your experience as service. Secondly is the two things that you saw earlier in the cuvette, the quadrant, which is you must be able to use technology to engage your audience and to have a certain level of personalization and customization. And thirdly is, this is something I'm not sure, it could be new, but this is something that we've been talking a lot about. Instead of looking at your ROI on your events, you look at your ROE of your event, which is the return on experience.
Right.
Okay, so this is where you look at a dollar. I mean, research has shown for the past few years that a dollar spent on technology will give you 3 times more in your customer experience.
Right.
So if you just look at that, you cut down your queue time by 3 times, right? If you use facial recognition. Or if you use mobile app, you cut down certain elements of finding information. So all of these savings that you are able to do by deploying technology with the right experience will give you a high ROE instead of just ROI. So those are the 3 things that I see, of the outlook that we can get out of this experience as a service.
That is so awesome. So I'm going to remember metaverse. I'm going to remember gamification with AI and virtual reality. I'm also going to remember very much about the return on experience, because with technology, you could actually, repeat the experience over volumes of people, and more or less the data will remain the same, right? And you hope that that would be true. If anyone in the audience would like to know more about, experience as a service as part of your event planning, and maybe, understand what it means to have return on experience, you should attend Yusno and Evenesis Masterclass tomorrow and the day after. You shouldn't miss it, because I think they'll be talking more about their quadrants. And I just want to wish everyone a good day, and thank you to Anselm, and thank you to Yusno for sharing their nuggets of experience to all of us today. And see you guys.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Anselm.
Bye.
Thank
See
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Hi guys, so how was that session? I really liked it. We're finding out more and more that great customer experience is central to businesses who are hosting events, right? So when I'm attending an event, I want the registration process to be as smooth and as short as possible, because I am here for the event and not the registrations. So, companies like Evenesis make the whole process seamless and easy. And now with the advancements in machine learning and AI, the technology will just get better and better, and this will only enhance the user experience. And to have it tailored to a particular audience, it's just fantastic. And to have a return on experience, that's something new, but that is something definitely you can think about. So great stuff there. Do check out the booth by Evenesis for more information. And for more awesome content, do stay on, and we will see you in the next session.